Hey viewers, welcome to another game of Casual Pro Gamer. And today we're doing another Heimer game, but this time not played by me, but by Yoshi Power. And he asked me to review his Heimerdinger and kind of make some remarks where he could improve. And if he made some mistakes, where he made mistakes. So we see there's a Riven, a Tryndamere and a Kale in the on the opposite side, which means yeah, that's 2 times AD, and Kale, I don't know, is probably also AD. So getting some armor would definitely be recommended, especially if Kale is going for some support build. Because she has some AP as well, I know that, but not actually sure what she's best at. But I guess we'll have to see. So on Heimerdinger's team is a Riven as well as a Nasus. So both of them do AP damage, AD damage, physical damage as well. But yeah, well, Nasus is mainly there for the slow. And yeah, Riven and Heimerdinger are going to be the big damage dealers. Riven, of course, being the assassin of the two, because Heimerdinger cannot actually use his skills to target anyone. He just has to manage with what he has, because well, the grenade, although it can be targeted, it is a skill shot, so it doesn't land too often. The rockets you can aim pretty well, or you can pretty much see who it's going to hit, but still it's unable, or they are unable to hit someone who's hiding behind or between the minions. And well, the turrets, well, level 5 turrets can pretty much damage an opponent if you wanted to, because they do splash damage, but they still don't target the opponents. So only if they attack you, and that's what you want to use to your advantage. So I have no idea what's taking so long to load this up, but yeah, the only thing to do is just to wait. And yeah, there's not a whole lot to say here otherwise. In a 3v3, I guess both teams are about equal. Nasus is pretty good here because he's tanky and he can build up quite a lot of stacks on his Q. Obviously not as many as he would be able to in a 5v5, but yeah, for this game type he's pretty good. Then Heimerdinger, yeah, he is awesome in any game type, so it's just a matter of learning to play him, because he seems very easy to play, but he really isn't. It is very hard to manage your mana properly, to get off the right spells, and I've played him for a lot of games and I still make plenty of mistakes. And well, the good thing is I see most of them, so I can actually see that I made a mistake and then do it better next time. And most people who play Heimerdinger just play him when he's free and then say, well, he sucks, because they have no idea how to manage his mana or to use his spells. And I guess that's true for most heroes, but there are also plenty of heroes that are so standard, so obvious how to play them, that it's yeah, it's almost impossible to play them incorrectly. And I am going to finish this off now because I want to have an actual game and not just the intro screen. So we're finally in game, and as you can see, Heimer being wise, not picking a skill. And I think the yeah, something went wrong with the LoL replay there. So I had to restart it twice and finally it works. So hopefully we won't have any more trouble. So I'm not sure who's going up. Nasus would be the one normally to go to the top lane. And Riven, I have no idea yet. I think Heimer would be great at, yeah, well, just either defending bottom lane or jungling, both of which are fine. And yeah, the enemies are on the right here. And we are going to follow the Heimerdinger around. Still hasn't chosen his skill, but he is going to go top lane. Heimer top lane can work pretty well, but you have to make sure that you don't push the lane, because Heimerdinger is really slow at walking back. And early game you don't have a lot of skills that can help you escape. So up against Riven here, which means, yeah, well, a physical champion, you want to have your grenades, and even though I tend to forget them, it is still really important to have them, because they help you, well, negating the damage they do. So going for turrets first, which is, yeah, normally not that good on 1v1 lane, because it pushes the lane incredibly, and yeah, you can use the turrets in a 2v2 lane to protect yourself. So yeah, like this, staying around it, and every time someone comes close to you, you can hit them with the turret as well as the rockets. And you shouldn't, of course, use the rockets on the creeps. You should try to use the rockets on the enemy champion. And he is going to get a kill here, probably. Not actually managing to catch up, and this guy, oh, he's not walking out. Okay, so no turret available, but they are going to get the kill. Nice one. Good to have someone coming up from the bottom. I don't know if they have communication on, but this was definitely good. Well done. I think the Riven could have should have just walked out here, just past the turrets, and she would have been fine. But she tried to be smart, and yeah, you can't outsmart Heimerdinger, of course. I mean, come on, he's an inventor. He's a smart guy. And already at half mana, that might become a problem later on. Yeah, against someone like Riven, who is yeah, doing some damage over time more than burst damage, you want to have your rockets up, and you want to have your at least one turret up. That's why it's important to level up your turret so that you can place one and also have one in reserve for these kind of situations where she attacks, and then you can place a second turret, and the moment you place down a turret, it will become a lot faster than when it's already sitting there. So initially they should add, I think, double the DPS as what they do when they've been sitting there for more than like 5 seconds. And here you can see, placing down one turret, having one in reserve, that's how you want to do that. Because you want to be able to do the damage you need to, and you really don't want to use the rockets on the minions unless you have to. So if you're really behind on minion scores, or if you're, well, really desperate to push the lane, then yeah, sure, do that. But in general, not the best of practices. Let's see, getting a grenade here, and there you can see the grenades are so slow that you never land one. Unless your opponent is running into them accidentally, but you cannot really count on that. You can count on the blind if you use it to, well, to retreat. So if you're retreating and you use grenades to target them, and then you can mainly get a blind off. That doesn't stop them from chasing you, obviously. It does prevent some of the damage. So yeah, the ultimates, there was a little discussion on that in one of my last videos. The ultimate actually makes the grenade travel faster, but it's not that fast anyway. And a nice grenade here. And a large amount of damage going off. Come on, get him! Nope, not actually managing to get him. Although, no! Oh, forgets to hit the W. It was up exactly at the same time the grenade was launched, so he could have gotten the kill there. But it was really close. But I personally would have gone in here, walked around, and then came in from the back. Because it's so hard to defend against that if you're someone like Riven who has no escapes. And because she cannot jump walls with her Q, the little jump thing. And he was still, yeah, pretty full health. Not actually full health, but pretty well. Nice stun. And once again doing these incredible amount of damage that you need to do to just basically kill her. And yeah, Riven seems to be really good at farming here. And yeah, we have to keep a lookout for when the bottom laners are coming up, because at some point this guy is going to call in reinforcements. You want to be ready for that. So kind of taking my build here, which I like, if you know why you're doing it, that is. Not taking the ultimate, because you cannot really afford the ultimate yet. Well, not so much the ultimate itself, but it has 10% cooldown reduction, and at this moment your mana, as you can see, is empty. And there's no reason to, well, that's from level 6 onwards. You're going to have too little mana to use your spells continuously. And if you get it by the time you're level 10 or 11, you're much better off. Oh, I wanted to follow this fight. Because Riven actually came down and is going to get killed here. Oh. Actually, their Riven got killed, and yeah, Nasus gets killed as well. Oh my god. Riven, dude, you cannot go in like that and then expect people to help you. By the way, just for bragging rights, I'm on a 16 game winning streak at the moment. I just wanted to tell people that, because it's so awesome. I think my maximum was something like 15. But it definitely has to do with the reset of the ladder. People are playing very badly, and if you just play well, then you will have no trouble winning at this moment. But once the ladders become more separated once again, because they didn't actually reset everyone to 1200, well, you might have noticed that. They reset everyone in a range between, I think, 800 and 1400, something like that. And yeah, that means that all of the good players are now in the lower ELO ranges, and all the bad players are in the higher ELO ranges than where they were. I don't know why they didn't just reset it. Getting a third kill here, nicely done. And instead of going straight through the jungle down, he is taking the smart route, because you have no idea where the other two are. You can see one opponent, the Riven, and yeah, the other two are just gone. By the way, one is coming up and one is even. So he might have been safe, he might have been able to help this Riven out, but I think it's better to just go for some jungling. Yeah, this takes some practice how to get dragon, because you need to have some AP, and you need to have 2 turrets. Otherwise, you're not going to get it, and you'll see that here. Now you might get it because dragon is actually going to attack his turrets, but he almost dies and is not actually going to get it. Yeah, you need to place two. You need to go either rockets or grenade or basic attack on the dragon. Then place 2 turrets here, and then wait until it's about halfway done. Then run out. Dragon will follow you, but the moment you run into this, it will turn around. Then you turn around, and you attack it with everything you have. So basic attacks, these things, and the concussion grenades. And what will happen is it will start attacking the turrets, and you can either have an ultimate up and then it would have worked in this way, like he did it here, or you can do it in the way that I said. No, that's not going to work. So you're missing so much damage, and the dragon is not going to attack your turrets if they're this far out. So yeah, you can try it a couple of times, of course, but it takes some practice. And you need to put the turrets here, because you want the dragon to attack the turrets once it turns around. And yes, he is going to get it this time. Nicely done. So next time, make it easier on yourself and just go for some AP. Place 2 turrets here. Then do exactly the same thing. So draw it out first, so attack it first, and then put 2 turrets down. Run out when it's about halfway done. And you should have plenty of life left then. And not like in this case about 100 life left. Because that's really risky. Obviously. And Ness is not being the best player in the world here. Going for all kinds of attack damage, even though he would have been much better off with well, armor, magic resist, things like that. Nice stun. Once again, landing is, well, a short grenade, which are pretty easy to land. And a nice kill. He didn't get an ultimate off. I don't know. He forgot probably, or he already used it. But seeing from the LOL, he probably forgot, or didn't expect the burst. Because the micro rockets do a ton of damage, 235 damage without any AP. That's a ton. The Tear of the Goddess, by the way, not the best item on 3v3 map. You're never going to cast 250 spells, so getting the extra mana really doesn't matter too much. And on top of that, the distances on this map are so short that it doesn't actually yeah, you're never going to need the extra mana. Yeah, that's a shame, because that happens. Of course, he still had his grenade up, but it was a good attempt. The grenade came up after he flashed, so would have been pretty clutch to get that to work. But yeah, just remember, Heimerdinger, really weak HP wise, so either go for heavy HP build, so with Catalyst and into Rod of Ages, or even, well, some really protective items with armor and magic resist. Or just don't push like that. If you know that people are coming... What the hell? What was he doing? Why didn't he just run out? Like normal person would, either here or here. I don't know. These guys. I feel sorry for you, Yoshi. I feel sorry for you. And Riven is AFK, I think, here. And grenades. There we go. That negates some of the damage. And where's this guy going? Oh my god, he's going to kill the AFKer. Nice one. Don't help your teammate at all. I mean, you were walking here and then... Nah, don't step in here. No. Just walk around and kill the AFKer. So much better. Yeah, there we go. That was obvious that he was AFK. And I could have probably had all three because the ultimate of what's his face was down. Kale. And yeah, this guy's ultimate's probably up at this moment. But yeah. Once again getting killed. It's 12 to 13, but yeah, 1 and 8 Riven, not that good on your team. For some reason, I don't know. I don't like it when I have someone who's supposed to be a carry and who then goes 1 on 8. But that's just me. So Dragon will be up pretty shortly, although it might also have been taken out by the enemy. No. They would have had the aura, while the runes. And someone's going to have to get this guy. Yeah, I guess they wanted to defend bottom. And it would have been nice of Nasus to actually come and help. But instead of doing that, he's just running around the jungle, doing not a whole lot. Oh, that was nicely done by enemy Riven. And this is nicely done by Heimerdinger. Getting 2 kills, I'm assuming. Yeah, there we go. Because it was nicely done, but it was still pretty stupid from Riven to flash over here. And I don't know what this guy was doing. He was running in with his ultimate instead of just running away. I mean, he might still have died, but at least it would have made sense. Or even he could have, what's it called, spinning slashed over here. Anyway, Dragon is back up. This time he has some AP, he should be able to do this. Look, now they are correctly placed, and now he won't have any problem. Yeah, halfway, just run out. Okay, but even while staying there, he could have avoided about half of that damage. But even while staying there, he still only lost like 700 health instead of the, I don't know, 1400 he had last time. And he could have avoided, well, more than half of that, but with my method, about half. And there we go. Did he just use his ultimate? No, there's his ultimate. And they still get an easy kill. Nicely, nice running here. Oh, that was my mistake probably. I like it when people do that. It shows how new they are to this game and how bad players they are. I mean, a good player doesn't complain about that, just thinks, well, if they can do that, we can do that as well. Would have been good to go up 2 versus 1 because it's easier to win that way. And again, a flash that wasn't really necessary or didn't do anything basically. And yeah, then go. Yeah, you could see what happened there. So that was 2 for 3. That's not too bad. He's not overpowered at all. He's in fact really bad. But he's good against new players. And Heimerdinger definitely handled him well by just using the grenade on him. Yeah, you should really try to keep your grenade against these guys until the last possible moment, and then you, well, if they attack you, you have a sure hit because the distance is almost 0. And he does save the inhibitor. Good job. So going to jungle in the top part. But yeah, might have been better off just helping his teammates, and not because it's the better thing to do, but because his teammates aren't very good. His teammates just keep messing up and keep doing stupid things, and you have to babysit them as Heimerdinger. And I can definitely see why they would start a surrender vote here, even though it's 18 to 19. But it's definitely not lost yet. See, and that's why you want to keep the grenade. You want to keep it until the last possible moment. Come on, run after them. Kayle already used the ultimate, and run, 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 run. Yes, there we go. You have to get out of the range of the minions to use that. Well done. That's how you do that. Heimerdinger is so strong if you know how to play him. But we're learning. It's really good. And actually getting the red buff for that. Would be nice if the 8 and 3 would be on the carry, which is Riven in this case. But instead the tank and the support, because Heimerdinger is basically a support, they get all the kills and they get all the farm. I mean, just look here, 142. Yeah. Enemy Riven of course has 81 and 6 kills. That is a lot better. So Kayle is indeed AP it seems, but does have attack speed as well. I don't know. Maybe a combination of the two, but it has 1 kill on 24 minions. So not a lot of damage on that. Wouldn't be too worried. So getting some armor would be really nice here. By the way, if you notice the mana over the last, well, half of this game, so the last 15 minutes or so, even. So yeah, it won't have dipped under like half. So from the time he basically bought the tier to goddess, you can see that it didn't actually do a whole lot, because the extra mana really isn't necessary. So instead of this, he could have had something tanky, something with armor, and that makes him, or AP if you want to. And that makes it so much easier to do all of your tasks. Bring down 2 turrets, it's 1 too many. 1 turret would have done fine, but now you have to wait for turrets to come up for dragon. Oh, she's still here. Okay, whatever. Just slow and stun, and there we go. With the slow of Nasus, it's pretty easy to to land the grenades. But nicely done by Nasus. Once again, well placed. The turrets. Although you run the risk if you place it here that it will actually start attacking the dragon. And then the dragon will attack the turrets, and you don't want that. Because then it will just kill the turrets and you will have done nothing. And of course picking up this last camp gives him like, I don't know, 50 more gold or so. And if you keep doing that, keep going for these small camps, you'll have a whole lot more gold than you would have if you just didn't do that at all. So it's going to be really difficult to win here, just making sure that that's obvious, because they already lost one of the inhibitors. And the way to do this is to pick off the... oh my god, wasting his ultimate there. That was really a waste of ultimates. They might as well have just waited for this minion wave or just killed the green minions. Sorry, blue minions. And another kill on Kill because she already used her ultimate. But Kill isn't worth a whole lot, so wouldn't really bother too much. Obviously this guy is a whole lot more important. But yeah, defending is really hard on Twisted Tree Line. You want to have the advantage really early game because it's so hard to get the advantage back. And yeah, by now the Rylai's Crystal Scepter, he bought that a while ago, but it is really good item with the slow on the rockets. Because it puts slow on the rockets and concussion grenade, not on the evolution turrets. But the evolution turrets already have a slow, it's with your ultimate.
An enemy has been slain.
So cooldown reduction is at 29%. And it is 26 to 20 here. So we are going to fast forward a little bit, not because it's getting boring, but because I think this will be the pushing phase. Because they are ahead now. They have 3 dragons where the enemy has 0. And yeah, oh, actually finds them. Wow. Go, go, go! Nice. That's how you do that. And now they have the kill advantage. Or well, they had the kill advantage, but that meant that one of the enemy got killed. And now 3 of the enemy got killed, so... Yeah, they have 19 seconds until Riven is back up. So easy inhibitor here. And run back out. 8 seconds. Yeah, against Riven, it's probably better to just get out. Oh, Riven is not coming in. Riven is just AFKing. And so they get an easy, well, end game. So well played. A few small things to work on, but definitely not bad. It's very unfortunate when you get teammates like this Riven dude. Yeah, that just makes it so much harder to win. But good pushing, well played with the what's he called, Nasus. Good combination, and yeah, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. GG.